So let's roll right through it, and we'll get started on the business side this morning, which is a good place to start with DraftKings. And as I just mentioned, the WNBA making a very big announcement ahead of the All-Star game coming up this weekend. They make an announcement to become the official sports betting and daily fantasy partner of the league. So more money coming to the WNBA. They receive rights to the league and collective team IP with access to marketing opportunities with the AT&T WNBA All-Star game, which of course you will see on Saturday. Also, the WNBA postseason push. It's brand new. It's a content platform featuring league highlights, social integrations, odds updates focused on the latest WNBA standings throughout the final couple of weeks of the regular season into September. Good timing for the WNBA coming to a close in September with the NFL getting underway there. Meanwhile, is it possible that the Philadelphia 76ers could leave Philadelphia? I would say very unlikely, but that is the story that we're bringing you this morning. Of course, the state of New Jersey is trying to push their way in to the 76ers to get a team back in the NBA to an arena that would be built in Camden, New Jersey. People familiar with the discussions confirmed to the New Jersey Star-Ledger. Sources indicated that talks have picked up recently, but naturally, when you hear this sort of stuff, it's sort of a way to get a new stadium built in Philadelphia, not as much in New Jersey. Although I do remember the old Continental Airlines Arena in New Jersey. Went to several NBA games there, as I remember. I think John Calipari was the head coach of the Nets when I was there as well, a long time ago. Speaking of new stadiums, that's the focus today. Oakland has a lot of stuff going on. We'll get to that in a minute. Tampa Bay, good news for them. They got their new stadium approved from the city council. So at least the Rays seem to have a blueprint in place to have a new stadium built. And no word on when this will start or when it will end, but there was some speculation that the Rays eventually could leave Tampa Bay. Doesn't appear to be the case. Next few years, they'll break ground and they'll have a new stadium there as well. All right, Major League Baseball also yesterday in an off day decided to receive and release some news. The opener of the Major League Baseball season is going to be in Tokyo, March 18th. It will be the Dodgers and the Chicago Cubs. That's one of the highlights of the schedule. March 27th is the traditional opening day. That's a Thursday. Rivalry weekend, May 16th through the 18th. The All-Star game next year. Probably will go to that, I'm assuming, in Atlanta, like I did this year in Texas. And then the final day of the regular season will be September the 28th. Naturally, it was a slow day in baseball yesterday with no games. So good idea to release that as well. All right, so let's check in with the open leaderboard right now. And as it stands, Shane Lowery is in the clubhouse, and he is the leader for the time being. Daniel Brown is in second, followed by Justin Rose, Billy Horschel. Also, you see Scotty Scheffler. He finished 2 under for the day, so he's fallen back a little bit. Lowry is the favorite as it stands right now in Scotland to win the Open Championship. We'll have an update on this coming up a little bit later in the show. But one of the other stories that has percolated from the Open Championship, unfortunately, has been the play of Tiger Woods, as Woods is 14 under par, clearly not going to make the cut going into the weekend. Yesterday, he spoke about his health and where things stand moving forward.
Feeling a lot better than I did at the beginning of the year. After the end of last year, it was tough, and then I haven't played a whole lot. And I think that, as the year has gotten better, the year has gone on, I have gotten better. I just wish I could have played a little bit more. But I've been saving it for the majors just in case I do something pre-major and then take myself out of it. So hopefully next year I'll be a little bit better than this year.
Yeah, right now, Tiger Woods, unfortunately, folks, in 149th place at the British Open. So naturally, his day will be done, and Tiger will not be seen this weekend. We'll see what his future holds on the golf course moving forward. A lot of discussion on social media about, is this the final time we'll see Tiger Woods play in a major? This is true. All right, let's get to Major League Baseball. We got games tonight. They're all back. Every team in action tonight. 14 games, 28 teams playing. By the way, the only teams not playing tonight, Brewers Twins. I have no idea why that is. Also, in case you missed it, last week was the Major League Baseball draft, the first-year draft. It started last weekend. It ended earlier this week. It looks like Chase Burns has a new contract. He broke Paul Skeens' draft bonus record, $9.25 million signing bonus for the Cincinnati Reds. He's out of Wake Forest. He's the second overall pick in the draft. Other picks are being signed, as you'll see on social media, and be introduced this weekend as well. Oakland A's executive Sandy Dean told the Las Vegas Stadium Authority on Thursday that the club doesn't expect to spend the entire $380 million amount of public money allocated to build a new stadium in Las Vegas. Dean says the A's are ready to spend $350 million of those funds. $30 million would still be on the table. Naturally, they are going back and forth as to whether or not this will happen. The A's, in their schedule released, by the way, across the league, released themselves in abbreviated ATH. No team, no city, just athletics. That's it. Diamondbacks and Cubs set to go the first game this afternoon, 2:20 Eastern. It will be a really good pitching matchup as Justin Steele is on the mound against Ryan Nelson. And right now the Cubs are minus 166 on the money line. All right, NFL news. We've got training camps opening next week, rookie camps opening this weekend, and the Washington Commanders have made sweeping changes in the front office across the board with their new ownership taking over. The latest one was released yesterday. Jason Wright, he was the first black team president in NFL history, no longer serving in that role and will leave the Commanders after the season, a team spokesman confirmed. He'll serve as a senior advisor until his departure. So AKA he's going to get paid this year and then bail after the season is over. Meanwhile, the Jacksonville Jaguars are trying to recoup that money from this gentleman named Amit Patel, who stole $22 million from the team. And they're also seeking $66 million in damages. I guess the only question is, with this individual named Patel who was wagering and betting all the money that he stole from the Jaguars, how in the world could the Jaguars possibly think they could get their money back? So maybe this is ceremonial in different ways. Also, this guy Patel, with some of the funds, bought Tiger Woods' putter from 1996 and also spent $78,000 on plane flights. Troy Aikman and Lamar Jackson going head-to-head. What's this all about? The NFL MVP is challenging Aikman's use of their shared number 8. That's the number that Aikman wore, and the same as Lamar Jackson through the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. There's a complaint. Jackson says that Aikman's attempt to use the word 8, E-I-G-H-T, on apparel and bags would cause confusion with Lamar Jackson's brand as well. I guess so. If you can sue, have at it. New Orleans Saints on Thursday placed right tackle Ryan Ramczyk on the reserve, physically unable to perform list. The move means that Ramczyk will miss the entire season in the NFL. Paris Olympics Organizing Committee said Friday that outage with the impact of the global cyber outage on its operations was limited. Ticket sales were unaffected, and accreditation and uniform deliveries have been affected 1 week after the games. So good news there. Odell Beckham Jr., he was suing Nike for undisclosed reasons. He was awarded no money. Basically, they did nothing wrong. Alabama makes an announcement now that it looks official that Nick Saban is done, retired, maybe a little bit strong. What they're going to do is name their football playing field at Bryant-Denny Stadium Nick Saban Field. A lot of championships for Nick Saban, so definitely worth doing.